Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel and hanging out with me a little bit for the video. Guys, got a good one for y'all today. We're going to be talking about the 3 Megabass lures that are under the radar. These are 3 Megabass lures that not many people fish or know about, and they are awesome bass catchers. And I'm going to go over with you guys and sort of give you some tips and advice on the situations they work the best in. You guys hear me talking a lot about Megabass a lot. You know, I've been with the company since 1992. They just make the best fishing products, man. The attention to detail on Megabass is second to none. You know, the components that they use, the craftsmanship, the ingenuity, the whole process, painting, everything. But there's 3 here that don't get fished very much, so we're going to go over that in today's episode and hope to help you guys catch a few more fish. Also, guys, quick invitation. I'd just like to invite everybody to please consider hitting that subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. Much appreciated, man. It's free and easy to do. It's a great way to support Intuitive Angling. If you subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, comment on the videos, that's a good way to help out. And also, guys, if you want to go to the next level with Intuitive Angling, you can be an Intuitive Angling channel member. And channel members get private videos every week that are not seen by the public, and access to my email address for your fishing questions. So just go to my YouTube homepage, excuse me, click on the join button or the membership button and get y'all lined up for that with some information. So really appreciate that. Okay, I got 3 different baits here we're going to go over, sort of talk about the situations they work in and the fact that you just don't hear much about them. I mean, it's like, you know how bass fishing lures are. There's so many lures out there that a lot of the ones that are even awesome, they sort of get lost in the sea of lures available to anglers out there. So I want to bring those attention to you. Now, the first one, guys, this is called the Megabass Griffon crankbait. This bait actually, they modified it several different times over the years, but this is the current production model of the Griffon. It's a little finesse crankbait, guys. This is an excellent bait to throw in the late summer and the fall time of the year, and then also again in the pre-spawn. It's got a medium wobble on it. It's got a really, really unique profile as far as the bait goes, as far as how it looks. It's sort of a stubby looking crankbait. This particular bait, the Griffon on this one, guys, it'll run, I usually fish it on 8 to 10 pound test, Seaguar and Vizx fluorocarbon line. And on 10 pound test line, you can get the bait down probably about 6 or 7 feet. So it's a really good crankbait when those fish are in that 3 to 5 to 6 foot zone. Another thing about this bait is it works pretty good in a certain water level or water clarity window. The water clarity window for the Griffon is usually about anywhere between 1 foot to 3 foot is going to be really good for it. Doesn't work very good if the water visibility is over 3 foot because it doesn't run deep enough, and it's not really good in muddy water, but that, you know, just that zone of about 1 to 3 foot is perfect for it. It comes in a lot of different colors. I just usually use it on some type of a medium stop and go retrieve, and it's an excellent rock lure. Rocky banks, channel banks, bluff banks. It's one of the best riprap baits you'll ever use, guys. This thing is deadly on riprap. Any type of a small crankbait's good on riprap, but this little Griffon, it definitely catches the fire out of them for sure. A lot of good colors. Okay, the next one we've talked some about here on the channel. If you're a regular, you've heard me talking about it, but overall, people don't fish this bait. And guys, this is the largest jerkbait that Megabass makes. It's the Megabass Kanata, 7 inches long. It's got a really wide profile on it. It's got a narrow body. It has a pretty aggressive action to it. It darts, you know, pretty crazy through the water like that. And with the lip on it, it's got several different lip options. But just the regular Kanata, they have a Kanata and a Kanata +1. This is the one that I use most of the time. And I like it when those fish are in that zone of less than 10 feet. And my favorite way to fish a Kanata by far, and it's working right now, if you guys try it right now, is get on your steep rocky channel banks or bluff banks and throw this thing parallel to steep rocky banks if you have any water visibility over about 2.5 foot clarity. The perfect water visibility for me on this bait is about 3 to 5 foot, but I've caught them on 2 foot and I've caught them in 10 foot visibility. But get out on the steep rocky banks where it drops off sharp, put it on like 15 pound test Seaguar and Vizx line. It is the only Megabass jerkbait I fish on a bait caster. I use it on a 6 foot 11 inch, that Megabass 110 special. and just use it with a fairly aggressive, you know, jerk. Kind of go jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause, like that. Most of the time I don't use that type of cadence, but you don't want this bait to suspend and sit still for a long time because it's so big. So use it when the fish are aggressive a little bit more, and it works best in water temperatures anywhere between, say, 55 to 70 degrees. So I catch a lot of fish on it during the late pre-spawn, and I catch a lot of fish on it during the fall time of the year. So Megabass Kanata, like I said, guys, I'll link every one of these Megabass lures in my tackle warehouse link in the description of the video. If you guys would like to pick these baits up, using that link's a good way to get them and support the channel at the same time there. Okay, now finally, the last one, channel regulars, you probably heard me talking about this, but for whatever reason, guys, this bait has not caught on, and it has been my #1 producing jerkbait over the past 2 years. I've caught more bass on this jerkbait from Megabass than I have any other jerkbait they make, and that's this Megabass Nanahan Plus 2, the X-Nanahan Plus 2. It's a finesse jerkbait. It's only about, you know, probably 3 inches long. An excellent cold water jerkbait. Anytime the water temperature is under 55 degrees, and if I've got water visibility, anything over about 2.5 or 3 foot of clarity, this is the bait I have on. X-Nanahan Plus 2. I fish it on 6 or 8 pound test, Seaguar and VizX line. Just fishing at the same places you'd fish any jerkbait. Fishing it off of points, fishing it on steep banks, fishing on a riprap, fishing on bluffs. It'll run, if you put it on 6 pound test line, it'll run at least 10 foot deep. On 8 pound test line, long cast, it'll get close to 10 feet deep. So it gets down there in the depth that those jerkbait fish live in, but there's something about this small profile. It's the same size of minnow that a lot of fish love to feed on in the wintertime. But guys, this has just been deadly. It's just absolutely awesome. But anyway, guys, those are 3 that, you know, awesome Megabass lures that a lot of people don't fish. The Griffon here, X-Nanahan Plus 2, and the big Megabass Kanata. So again, guys, I'll link everything in my tackle warehouse link in the description. Hope it helps you guys catch some, and we'll talk later.